Hello everybody, and thank you so much for joining my channel. I think this is probably like the golden hour, trying to use the last bit of sunlight to get this video done for you all. So let's dive right into it. Normally I am talking about fashion or somehow styling something on this channel. Today we're doing just a little bit of beauty and a smidge of fashion. I'm gonna start with the beauty. As we've discussed before, this is my birthday month, and all month I'm just kind of getting all kinds of frivolous things that I haven't had the audacity to pull the trigger on. You saw me haul some different types of clothes and things that I don't normally wear, and what most recently I talked about was blind buying a bunch of fragrances from Joma Shop. I've done several videos in the past on Joma Shop and how I think that Joma Shop is not a scam. Now, people have had all kinds of crazy experiences with Joma Shop. I don't have an issue. I always buy the shipping insurance and always pay attention to if the item that I am purchasing is actually in stock. Because if you buy it and it's not necessarily in stock, it'll take a long time before you get it. And I think that could be frustrating for some, but I've never had that issue. So back to the topic at hand. I blind bought, and I swore I'd never do it again, 4 fragrances. I reviewed 2 already, and here are the other 2. The first one I'm going to talk about has been sitting in my cart for ages. They called it, so this is from the brand Aza, and it is Agar Wood Amber. And the packaging is just divine. That looks very expensive to me. This is one of those Arabic fragrances and stuff like that. I bought it based on the notes, and let me pull up the notes for you. And you tell me if I'm wrong and how I've interpreted these notes. So the notes for this fragrance on the top are mandarin and bergamot. The middle are geranium, oud, and incense. And the base is cedar wood and vanilla. When I read this can go either feminine or unisex. But they called this on Joma Shop a men's fragrance. So it sat in my cart for the longest, even though the price is not very expensive. I just felt nervous about purchasing such a big fragrance, a big bottle. This is a 100 ml 3.4 fluid ounce bottle. Such a big fragrance, and if it turns out that it's a men's fragrance, what am I going to do with it? So I finally just decided to pull the trigger. There's no way that this is not going to be either unisex or feminine, in my opinion, with these types of notes. Bergamot is one of my favorite fragrances. Geranium is usually used to boost the fragrance of rose, so it's going to be a little rosy. I love oud, and cedarwood and vanilla in the base, you can't go wrong. Gives you some sweetness, gives you that woodiness. Incense could be a bit smoky, we'll see. But let's try this out together, you all. I bought this for $26 on Joma Shop. I don't know how much it's normally priced, or if this the going price. That wasn't my point in getting it. The packaging is really cool. That looks like a leather, like a pebbled leather. It has like a Tiffany blue accent around this. It's really cute. I just can't imagine that this is, yeah, look at it. It has flowers and whatnot on. I just can't imagine that this is, oh, it's not flowers. That's that's wood and amber. But I just can't imagine that this is a men's fragrance, the way that this looks. That was hard. I would hate to break this. It came all the way from wherever it came from, and for me to just break it, that would be awful. All right, from the nozzle, I can't really tell. I'm just gonna spray it right here in the box. All right. Oh, so now I have a different concern. So now that I didn't know that they list the notes right here in the top of the box. It says the top notes are bergamot, mandarin, and cistus. The middle notes are jasmine, geranium, rose, and osmanthus. And then the base is cedarwood and vanilla. Now the jasmine is what gives me pause, and I believe osmanthus might be, no, I can't remember if that's a white floral or not, but white florals bother me, like it's sort of in the nasal and eye cavity area, because I may be sensitive or allergic. I'm not sure, but let's see. Oh, this is nice. It's actually really, really nice. The jasmine is not, I'm trying to see if I feel it in my eyes, but usually when I can smell that wood now. That's nice. I can smell that. There is a oudie, even though they don't call out oud in here, there is a oudie touch to this. There is. All right, so the verdict is I like it. I could see how this could be both masculine and feminine, like I thought it was unisex. But this is not a straight up men's fragrance only. You could go either way. For $26, I would totally recommend this. And like, if you don't like it, it was $26, you all. So I would recommend it. It's a great bargain, like 100 milliliters, 3.4 ounces for $26. And this is a EDP. I mean, it's very strong. Should last on your skin. I'll try it out, and like with all my other fragrances, I will circle back and let you know what I thought about it, how it played on the skin, if I got any compliments, if I was able to tolerate it, all the things, because these fragrances do different things over time. They like mature and develop on your skin differently than they would just like on paper or whatever the case may be. So I'll have to let you know when I test it out what I think of it. But for all intents and purposes, initial reaction, I like it, and I think it's worth the spend and worth trying it out for $26. So this next one, I kind of suspected that it was based on the shape of the bottle. I suspected that it was a dupe for a Louis Vuitton fragrance. I wasn't sure which one, but right before this video, I did look it up so I can tell you what the dupe was and what the notes are. So let me look up the notes. So this one, let me open it for you, and then you can follow along with what I mean in terms of what it's a dupe for, etc., etc. This is from the brand Zamaya, and it's called Rose of Dreams. All right, so this is the packaging, really nice. As I pull this out, you can probably readily tell that this is a dupe for a Louis Vuitton fragrance. Now, the fragrance that it is a dupe for, and you can see like the light pink color, is Rose Devant, and translated, it is a compass rose. And the compass rose is that symbol used for the compass, like to let you know all the directions and everything when you're trying to find your way on a map or on wherever. It's that little symbol that you see on every map. And so let's see what this smells like. Before I sniff, I already did. Before I sniff, the notes are supposed to be peach, green notes, blackcurrant, May rose, rose, Turkish rose, iris, white musk, cedar, orris root, violet leaf, pepper. I like everything about that list of notes. And this is a very pretty fragrance. I actually was nervous that this was going to smell a lot like my Frederic Malle Lipstick Rose, which is an iris rose fragrance. But this doesn't. This, I don't know. This is a bit more citrus. What did I say was on the top? It smells a bit citrusy, fruity, a little sweet. It's really nice. It's powdery. It's a very pretty fragrance. I could imagine this being first date, church, meeting the in-laws, right up my alley. Good girl aesthetic. But yeah, I think this is a really nice, pretty fragrance. I think people would sniff you and ask you what you have on and give you compliments. I would love to see how this plays out on skin. Now, if you don't like rose, you're not gonna like this. This is very, very rose forward. Although there are other notes, they like play in the background. It's like rose, and like if I could imagine, it's like big old rose and these little dots of other things playing around it. Like you may get little whiffs of the other things, but it's mainly a rose fragrance. And then the rose is wearing like a jacket that's like an iris that smells very powdery and lipsticky. But you can smell both of them together at the same time with hints of other things. But it's very, very nice. And again, this one was less than $30 too. I bought 4 fragrances. I did a blind buy. So far, all 4 are okay. And none of them were over $30. And all of them came in these big old bottles. These 3.4 ounce, 100 milliliter bottles. Now, with this experience though, I mean, I can't say that I would stop buying the niche fragrances for the hundreds of dollars. I am averse to buying any fragrances full price. I have friends who work at department stores where I can usually get 40 to 50% off. I love these discounters that are online that are sort of gray market to get my fragrance. I just can't see myself spending hundreds of dollars on fragrances anymore. And these like Arabian fragrances that are either unique on their own or dupes of others, I feel like there's nothing wrong with those too. They make me feel good. I feel pretty. I get the compliments. I get the outcome that I'm looking for. So I think it's going to be very hard for me to flat out, right out, go and buy a niche fragrance ever again, you all. But this is really, really nice. And again, I'll circle back on all 4 of those fragrances. Go back to that other video to see the other 2, but I'll circle back on all these and let you know how they play out. Now, I promised you that we were going to do a little bit of fashion, literally 2 pieces, and I ordered from J.Crew. Again, I do sing-songy. It's a joke, but I do it a lot, and that's because of Oprah. I love when Oprah does the sing-song because it's just like unnecessary. So the first piece here, I gotta remember what it is because this has been sitting here for a really, really long time. I just didn't feel like I had enough to show you with these 2 pieces to do a whole video about 2 pieces. So I'm just throwing it in here while I have your attention. The first piece, oh, now I'm seeing it. It is a sequin skirt. It's a black oh, this is pretty. Hope they sent the right size. It looks big. All right, this is a black sequin skirt. It's short. Looks super comfy. It's like completely lined in here. Looks super comfy. I bought this with the intent of wearing this in a casual way, but I really like this. It even has a lining that goes all the way past the bottom here. Really soft, like it's not a harsh sequin. You know what I'm talking about. There's some that like they are very harsh. This feels very sleek and smooth. This isn't matte. It does shine and reflect the light. I'm excited to try this out. But I can see this. I can see myself wearing this with a pair of Jordans, y'all. It's pretty cute. All right, I got one more thing from J.Crew here. Let's see what it is. I feel like this is a blouse. Yeah, old school with it. I feel like this was a blouse. What are you? It says this is an ivory color essence something. Oh, this is cute. I might have to do like a cutaway so you can see that detail on this because the sun most likely will not let us be great. But this is like a cream ivory looking color. Like actually it looks butter yellow to my eye, even though they called it ivory. But let me do a quick cutaway here on, we doing live B-roll. I don't know if you all care for that or not, but we're gonna do a live B-roll so you can see this. But look at this like chain meal kind of a thing. What is this called, you all? Is it Figaro? I don't know what this chain detail is called, but it's all over. It's the print of the shirt. Look at that. Look how cute that is. And I didn't look at this button yet. Oh, it's really stylish. And don't look at my chip polish, but this is stylish. This is fancy, y'all. I don't know where I'm gonna wear this, but it's fancy. But yeah, so I mean, I got all of this on sale as well. I can't remember the pricing on this stuff, but every so often J.Crew has a really good sale. They'll take 60 and 70, sometimes more % off of their sale items. So you have the full price, they'll discount that, like I don't even know how much, and then on top of that they'll take an additional 60 to 70%. In my mind that says it was way overpriced to begin with. So why not wait until the sales? But yeah, of course, if you see a piece you love and you don't trust that it's going to be in your size by the time it goes down the sale, get your thing. Do you, boo-boo. But for me, nothing is that urgent where I need to pay for a J.Crew piece hundreds of dollars for any J.Crew piece. But love the skirt, love the blouse, and I know it was affordable. So you all, that brings us to the end. Like I said, I'm using the last bit of this sunlight. I'm sure you can tell every bit of the fact that we have no sunlight left. Let me know if you have any questions about anything that I bought today. Again, Joma Shop has not done me wrong yet. That's my verdict. And only shop J.Crew when it's on sale. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Bye.
Rocky, she's just a fashion girl from Chicago. Rocky, just a fashion girl.